How are you feeling after the weekend, Sunday? It's obviously gone very far from to plan.
Yeah, look, I think it's sports, right? Stuff like that happens. Obviously, we're still trying to figure out what happened in the Tasmania game. But we just had to regroup. So we had our meeting this morning as a team, and kind of just laid out the plan for the week. And the season comes too quickly. You can't dwell too long on what's gone. You got to focus on what's ahead. And for us, it's Cairns. So we kind of all our attention's on there. Obviously, there's a lot of things we need to improve between now and then, and we're working on them slowly.
You ever played a game like that Tassie one before?
Yes, I have. Look, as an athlete, you don't want to play too many of those in your career. Obviously, it just looks like it gets away from me, and you can't seem to do anything right. So, yeah, it's gone. It's happened. I've had that before in the past, and I don't want to have that again in the future.
For the team though, you've obviously said that you can build and get through it, but what about it as a team? Is that something that beats you down a little bit, or a result like, or two results like that?
Yeah, look, I think it does. Everyone goes home and kind of reflects on their own performance and how the team went against a quality side in Tasmania, and I think obviously hindsight's a great thing, and you can look back and think, I would have done this different, I would have done that differently, or we could have done this differently, but at the end of the day, the season's too quick, right? You're too quick to dwell on what's gone, and if you linger too long, you lose 3 or 4 in a row, and we don't want to have that happen. So our attention's on Cairns. We're kind of focusing on the future and what lays ahead, and for us, it's learning from what just gone and trying to rectify those mistakes slowly and quickly, and yeah, prepare for a great game on the weekend.
I think post-game coach, maybe DJ, weren't too pleased with the fixturing, the travel. Have you sort of had to think about that over the last 4 days of what you've been through?
Look, I think the travel's the travel, right? I think sometimes throughout the years there are teams that have tough travel schedules, and it was our turn this time round. Obviously, it plays a factor, but you don't want to hang your hat on that and say that's the reason why we lost their games this weekend. But at the end of the day, you can't control that. That's out of our control, and for us as players, is you got to follow the schedule and do your best with what you've got. And obviously we fell short, and I don't want to blame the travel because there was a lot of contributing factors, but that was definitely one of them.
How's the coach handle those sort of losses already with a bit of outside noise around him? How does he deal with that?
Yeah, look, for CJ's sake, we don't know really. I think at the end of the day, he keeps a lot of his cards close to his chest in terms of not wanting to affect the group with how he's feeling, and tries to bring a positive attitude and some energy into the group every day he comes in. And today was no different. Obviously he's disappointed, and we can all see that. But at the end of the day, like I said earlier, you can't dwell on it too much. Otherwise, you start to string a few losses together, and it becomes habit. And for us, we don't want to make that the case. We want to kind of focus our attention on Cairns and try and move forward in the best way we can. And that's coming to training, trying to fix the things we can and control the things we can.
I know that as a professional athlete, you're not in the business of listening to outside noise, but is there a point where it becomes so loud that you notice it, especially when it's in regard to the coach, which has been getting a little bit in recent weeks?
Yeah, look, I think if you want to play a long time in professional sports, you have to learn how to tune it out, and you just have to focus on the opinions and the voices of people that matter. And for us, it's the guys in the locker room, it's our family members, and it's people that care about us. I think the outside noise will come, and everyone's a great coach when they're on the couch, right? And everyone's a great athlete when they're not in the limelight. So for us, we just focus on what we can control, and that's out of our control. So we don't pay too much attention to that.
You said you only focus on what everyone in the locker room is saying. What's everyone in the locker room saying and feeling after the way the last couple of games have gone?
Yeah, look, I think disappointment, right? You put in so much energy and effort into being the best athlete, best teammate, best player you can be, and when you go out there and you don't get the results that you want, you can get a little bit disheartened. But I think for us, it's trying to keep the joy within the group, because at the end of the day, we do play basketball, and we want to keep that fun, because at any given moment, the tables can turn in our favour, and when those tables do turn, you want to grab it with both hands and run with it. So for us, yeah, it's kind of just keeping that process of one day at a time. Come to practice tomorrow, put your best foot forward, and then the following day and come game time, do everything you can to be ready to play at a high level, and that's in terms of watching video, taking care of your body, being around the boys, because at this moment, right, it's very easy to fracture, but I don't think we have that group, we don't have the quit, and the guys are going to keep battling all the way through.
the group that you have, the game plan that you have, the coach that you have, is there a pathway for success this season?
Look, I can't see into the future. I don't know what the end of the season is going to hold for us, but I do know what tomorrow holds for us, you know, and I think that's all we can focus on at the moment is putting your best foot forward, putting your best effort in, day out, and let the chips fall where they may, right? You know, we don't know what's going to happen, and we're in professional sports, right? You know, nothing's guaranteed. Your contracts, your career, nothing's ever guaranteed, and all you can focus on is now and putting your best foot forward and doing the best you can.
This setup and the Batmobile and the jersey and everything.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, feelings?
Yeah, look, I think NBL's done a great job of making the rounds a bit versatile in the past couple of years, and this year we've got, I want to say, DC round. It's cool, you know, something that I think as all the kids, growing up as kids, families, spectators, you know, everyone watches some cartoons, anime, DC, whatever it may be. So it's pretty cool to be out here in a different scene other than the practice court, doing an interview with you guys. So yeah, relishing it, and our jerseys look pretty cool. So hopefully we get a win this weekend in them and get a lot of ticket sales.
Is there a little bit of you that wishes you had maybe like Batman on the front?
Everyone wishes I was Batman, right? But nah, these are pretty cool. Nightwings, I didn't even know of Nightwing before this round, to be honest with you. But yeah, excited to wear them.